Today we're going to be working with Worbla and Plaster to show you how we make it nice and smooth.
So this is Worbla. So if you could zoom into it. It's kind of rough. It's not very smooth. So let me go get the finished version of this so you can see how smooth I could get it. I'll be right back. This is Worbla, and you see how bumpy it is. So the whole point is trying to get it shiny like this, and I'm going to show you a technique that I do to make it shiny. We're going to use this. So imagine this looking like this. This is covered with plaster, but you can't just put plaster on top of this and expect it to look nice and smooth. This is already one layer of plaster. I'm going to show you a method of how to do this, the mixture. First, you have to know the ratio of water versus plaster. So if you have this much plaster, normally you would put like just that much of water. But since I want this to be kind of liquidy almost, and not just like traditional plaster where it's kind of thick like syrup, we're gonna make it liquidy, almost like paint. So I'm gonna put some water in here. So that's about the right amount of water that I like to use. And that's not the only thing I put on the plaster.
How much is that? Like 1/4 of that cup?
Yeah, a little bit underneath. Yeah, 1/4 of this cup. So, and I'm gonna put some Mod Podge on here to stop the curing from happening.
Mod Podge is just like glue, right?
Yep, and it's stuck. So it is glue. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of that Mod Podge into the plaster to stop it from curing, so I could paint it, put it on this thing like paint. So I just put it just like that. Take some Mod Podge, just a little bit. That's enough. You can see the amount. Don't forget to cover your Mod Podge. And I got it all over my hands. And then you just pour the water in there like this. So now you just mix it around. You take a spatula, this, and you just casually mix it up. Normally plaster will start getting hard almost within 30 seconds, but since we put glue on it, it stops it from curing. So now you could take your time on making this stuff cure. So you could actually now paint this thing, like put it on your object like paint. So let me just go ahead and mix it up a little bit more. Try to get all that chunk out of there.
Has a very liquidy consistency, almost like water.
Yeah, you want it to be like water. And typically this stuff will start curing really quick. But since I put the glue, so I think that's good enough. It's got a few more chunks in there. So this is going to be the second layer, and the whole point is trying to build up layer on this thing to make it smooth. So you just brush it on just like you would paint, being careful not to put it on yourself. Normally I'd be covered with my my overalls, but you know, we just decided to do this now. So we'll do a time lapse so you guys will see. I'll keep doing this, and my camera person will come back when it's almost done, or she'll go ahead and this is a good time for a time lapse, right?
Right.
You could time lapse this. So basically you just keep adding. Right, so now it's getting a little bit thicker. Let's go ahead and take a look at our concoction. If you could see that. See? You see it's getting thicker? And that's good. That's a good sign. That means as I paint this on, a little bit more
Gets dried.
what am I trying? Oh, a little bit more tension on the surface happens. It starts drying out, and the volume of the layer starts increasing, making it so you could actually make curves. So you want to paint lightly. Also, if you notice, the brush is starting to get
Pump
hard.
up.
Yeah, which is a good thing, because then you could use the stiffness of the brush to actually start shaping the plaster on top of the surface. You know, less work for you. I know this seems it seems tedious, but in the long run, it's actually make sure your end results look like armor. And this is Worbla. This is some of my secrets that I do, and I'm sharing it with you. Anyway, that's it for now. See you guys later.
Again, if you want to know measurements about a cap size, a tad of Mod Podge, just a bit, and a little more than 1/4 of a cup of water.
Yep. Also, this stuff is called Plaster of Paris. I use this. I like it. They're pretty inexpensive. And I use a rice cooker pot. And the cool thing about this is non-toxic. It's all water soluble. I can put water in here and clean all this stuff off without destroying my fine horsehair brush. Okay, that's it.
If you thought this video was helpful, leave a like.
Oh yeah, that's
and subscribe for more.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks. This is what you get. What do you think of that?
It's very shiny and smooth.
It's very smooth, and it's not even painted yet. So this is exactly what you get when you Mod Podge and put plaster together, and you do it in layers. You end up getting something that's really super smooth. I'm doing the same thing to the other parts, like this one right here is the leg. It's been treated with the Mod Podge plaster.
It had almost like a plastic look to it.
Yeah, but once I'm done, it looks like metal, because I'm gonna give it a nice paint job. Like so. This one is, this one's probably gonna have to rebuff this, because it's been banged up, but it's, you know, stuff is hard, by the way. It's not like foam or plastic. It's actually got some give, so it's pretty sturdy. This stuff will last for a while. It's not gonna fall apart on you, so I could keep wearing this. It's very low maintenance. Here's the thigh. Not quite done painting it, but as you can see, it's the same method of, you know, putting layers of Mod Podge and plaster. All right, that's it for now. See you guys later.